I'm 17, I run a business and I do college full-time. With 28 hours of my week dedicated towards my full-time college, it can be tricky to manage business and the output in that regard. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down many different strategies that I use in education and business to maximize the output and then the reward and success I receive from it. Let's just jump straight into it. So for education, I rely on Quizlet Premium AI. So Quizlet is an app where you can create revision cue cards and revise the stuff you've learned. So it has a specific feature that they've added recently, which is really, really great. So you can add presentations and slideshows from the class that the teacher will put onto the Teams or the Google Drive, whatever you're using. You can add it into the AI and the AI will convert it and synthesize it all into cue cards you can revise from. These cue cards and tests that are created in Quizlet from the AI are incredibly beneficial to learning the work, especially if, like me, in class all you're doing is the business work outside of class. So I don't really learn much in class. I don't really take too many notes, so this Quizlet AI especially helps in the educational side of things in the classes I'm not too fond of and prefer to complete my business work in. Just before we get into the next point, the top links in the description will take you to a meeting page. It can take you through tactics, strategies and techniques to unlock your potential and unlock your productive self. I can teach you things and coach you through things that have helped me and many other people across the world to become more productive and get work done in an efficient and tactical manner. If that sounds good, look at the top links and I'll see you there. Next up, a photo of the work is almost essential into passing and completing your education alongside business. Having a photo means you can go back, look at it later, and you have all the information stored on your phone digitally to refer to. This stops reliance on friends and keeps it on the low from the teacher that you're incredibly behind on the work. Lastly, in terms of education, knowing your threshold is incredibly important. How much work do you have to do well, in your opinion? So for me, the grade I'm looking for is a B2A at the end of A-level. It's a nice fallback if I need A-levels in that regard of business failure, but how much work do I need to do to put in that grade at the end? Knowing this threshold can give you a bit of free rein between the efforts you put into the business and the education, the priority and the ratio of effort in between the two. So for me, I know the threshold, it's not tangible, it's not quantifiable, but I know I can coast along in different gears for different aspects and I'll still come out with that B to A grade that I'm hoping for. Knowing your threshold is very important and it could be different to mine. You could have more of a focus on education because you're aiming for that higher A to A star grade. But for me, in the situation I'm in, I'm just using it as a fallback and I don't see it as a priority. Now, in the more interesting stuff, the business side of things, doing your work in class is paramount to me and could be paramount to you into completing the task you need to get done. In class, if it's a boring lesson, if I can copy the slides into Quizlet AI, as I was talking about before, I will bring my laptop in and I will complete the work I need to get done, whether it's graphical design, any planning, scheduling, anything I need to do for the business side of things, I will get it done then and get it done efficiently during the time I have in class. Of course, I couldn't do this without tip 2, which is having a to-do list plan. If I didn't go into the class with specific quantifiable metrics that I need to get done and criteria to get it done in efficient and productive manners, I probably wouldn't get it done because, as I always say, half of the battle of procrastination is having a plan to defeat it. On this to-do list, I do have a priority list also. What do I need to get done to push the needle and progress in the business side of things? What do I need to get done to get the work done faster, end up having more passive income at the end of the month? Because if I schedule everything at the start of the month, then technically the income is passive for the next 20 days or so. So what's the priority? To push the needle and get the work done. Lastly, weekends are your best friends. I know people have part-time jobs. I do too. I work around 11 hours on the weekend and still manage to fit this in. So relying on your weekend rather than your weekdays is a perfect way to balance education and business, because you have the best of both worlds. You have that free full day on a Sunday or a Saturday, regardless of, or regarding whether you're working both days or whatever. But there's definitely a lot of time to be played with and put into the stuff that is hopefully going to replace your education one day. Running the two idiosyncratically is sometimes a task that seems impossible to actualize. Try not to burn out and know your threshold of burnout so you don't employ too much pressure on yourself during education and business to the point where both fluctuate onto a downward level. This is important to know and difficult to quantify. You're probably going to have to burn out at least once to realize your threshold towards it. Thank you for watching today's video. Again, if you're looking to get more coaching from me and more advice from me, the top links in the description will take you to where you can book a meeting with me, and over the course of different sessions, I'll coach you to become more productive. I'll use the strategies and techniques and specifications to your day-to-day life that have helped me and a lot of people around the world become their productive self. I look forward to seeing you.